Hello and welcome back to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you, one day at a time, one page at a time, put it up on the internet for all to hear. It's like a project thing that I've been doing. Infinite Jeff is Jest, is a book by David Foster Wallace, published 1996, postmodern masterpiece. We're talking about the downsides of video phones. On to page 148. Let's just go. Mask-wise, the initial option of high-definition photographic imaging, i.e. taking the most flattering elements of a variety of flattering multi-angle photos of a given phone consumer and, thanks to existing image configuration equipment already pioneered by the cosmetics and law enforcement industries, combining them into a wildly attractive, high-def broadcastable composite of a face wearing an earnest, slightly over-intense expression of complete attention, was quickly supplanted by the more inexpensive and bite-economical option of, using the exact same cosmetic and FBI software, actually casting the enhanced facial image in a form-fitting polybutylene resin mask, and consumers soon found that the high upfront cost of a permanent wearable mask was more than worth it, considering the stress and VPD reduction benefits. And the convenient Velcro straps for the back of the mask and the caller's heads cost peanuts. And for a couple of fiscal quarters, phone/cable companies were able to rally VPD-afflicted consumers' confidence by working out a horizontally integrated deal where free composite and masking services came with a video phone hookup. The high-def masks, when not in use, simply hung on a small hook on the side of a T-piece phone console, admittedly looking maybe a bit surreal and discomfiting when detached and hanging there empty and wrinkled, and sometimes there were potentially awkward mistaken identity snafus involving multi-user family or company phones, and the hurried selection and attachment of the wrong mask taken from some long row of empty hanging masks. But all in all, the mask seems initially like a viable industry response to the vanity, stress, and Nixonian facial image problems. 2, and maybe also 3. But combine the natural entrepreneurial instinct to satisfy all sufficiently high consumer demand, on the one hand, with what appears to be an almost equally natural distortion in the way persons tread to see themselves, and it becomes possible to account historically for the speed with which the whole high-def videophonic mask thing spiraled totally out of control. Not only is it weirdly hard to evaluate what you yourself look like whether you're good-looking or not, e.g. try looking in the mirror and determining where you stand in the attractiveness hierarchy with anything like the objective ease you can determine whether just about anyone else you know is good-looking or not. But it turned out that consumers' instinctively skewed self-perception, plus vanity-related stress, meant that they began preferring and then outright demanding videophone masks that were really quite a lot better looking than they themselves were in person. High-def mask entrepreneurs ready and willing to supply not just verisimilitude, but aesthetic enhancements, stronger chins, smaller eye bags, airbrushed scars and wrinkles, soon pushed the original mimetic mask entrepreneurs right out of the market. In a gradually unsubtilizing progression, within a couple more sales quarters, most consumers were now using masks so undeniably better looking on video phones than their real faces were in person, transmitting to one another such horrendously skewed... that's page 148 of Infinite Jest. I think we haven't dealt with we got the masks in terms of the COVID shit we're going through right now, but in terms of masks for video phone calls, it's an interesting extrapolation that, really hasn't come to pass, because when people were confronted with video phones, they just said, oh, fuck it, I just won't do a video call. Instead of high-grade prosthesis, and, then one that it's supposed to enhance your appearance. It's just interesting. But anyway, that was page 148 of the book Infinite Jest. On Infinite Jeff. Creating the sweaty, moist, sensual, salacious amalgamation known as Infinite Jeffst. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Well, no, I won't. But you'll hear me next time. Good night? Question mark.